Hey everyone, are you ready for the May 7th, 2025 RealID deadline? If you plan to board a domestic flight or enter certain federal facilities, you'll need a RealID compliant driver's license or another acceptable form of identification. But don't worry, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to get your RealID. What is a RealID? What documents are required? How can you apply before the deadline? And acceptable alternative forms of identification. Stay tuned and let's make sure you are travel ready. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful information that I try to bring forth on this channel. You say, what is the RealID? The RealID Act sets higher security standards for state-issued driver's licenses and identification cards. Starting May 7, 2025, U.S. travelers will need a RealID compliant license or another acceptable form of identification to board domestic flights, you guys, domestic flights here in the U.S. and access certain federal facilities. To get your RealID, you'll need to visit your state's Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, and provide documents such as your proof of identity, your proof of social security number, and your proof of residency. The acceptable forms of identity: the passport or your certified birth certificate. You'll need your original social security card. Here it says a W-2 form. I'm not sure what they're talking. Proof of residency. You can use your utility bill, a lease agreement, or tax forms. And for those who are married or divorced or have had a name change, you will need the court documentation showing what your legal name should be. If you're married, you need a certified copy of your marriage certificate. If you're divorced, you'll need those dissolution paperwork. You can visit the Department of Homeland Security website to figure out what documents are acceptable. Remember, the deadline is rapidly approaching, May 7th. I would advise you to visit your local DMV and see exactly what your state requirements are. You want to make sure that your name matches on all documents that you're taking, that the address is your current address or your mailing address. Now let's cover how to apply. Some have a walk-in process at the DMV. Some you can schedule an appointment. That's why I say check your state's DMV website for the requirements. If you can make an appointment, I would advise to do so. There's a rush now to get this done. Make sure that you take all your documents with you on your application day, that even if you do it online, you pay your fee. In my state, the process is you can fill out the application online, you can scan your documents, so that when you arrive at the office, all they're doing is verifying the documents, that they're certified and appropriate, taking your fingerprint and your picture. Please remember to take all documents with you because they will need to verify them. And some of you may already have the compliant ID. So if you do, or if you want to check, look at your ID or driver's license in the upper right hand corner, and if you have a black or a gold star, it is already RealID compliant. Remember, states have variations, so be sure to check with the office giving these IDs out, because they also have different processes. And some of the common mistakes is that the names are mismatched on documents, or people are forgetting the required paperwork. People don't have certified copies. Don't do that, because you don't want to go back and forth to the DMV. For those of you with elderly family members, I would suggest you help them. I was recently at the DMV, and the lady was in the wheelchair. There was a male. They were both elderly, well into their 70s. And when I say they had the most difficult time, so I would advise you, those that can, please reach out and help your elderly loved ones get through the process. Some of them will need help scanning the documents or making sure that they have the right documents before they go. I'm sure it can be very frustrating for them to have to go back and forth. So any help you can give, I'm sure they would appreciate it. What alternatives will the TSA accept at the airport security checkpoint outside of the RealID? There's more than a dozen other forms that are RealID compliant. These include a passport card, Department of Homeland Security issued trusted traveler's card, i.e. Global Entry, Nexus, Centra, and FAST, U.S. Department of Defense ID, military ID, including identification issued to dependents, U.S. Permanent Resident Card, the Green Card, Border Crossing Card, Tribal Nation Indian Tribe Photo ID, including Enhanced Tribal Card, HSPD 12 PIV card issued to federal employees and contractors, foreign government issued passport, Canadian provincial driver's license or Indian and Northern Affairs Canada card, transportation worker ID credential, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services employment authorization, U.S. Merchant Mariner credential, or Veteran ID health card. You've got all the information now. It's time to take action. May 7th, 2025 is coming fast. Don't wait until the last minute. Get your RealID today and make sure your friends and family are ready as well. Have comments, drop them below. I'm here to help. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And safe travels. See you next time.